Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls. What is trying to attack me? Oh, okay. Well, as you can see, we're not in the Sunlight Altar where Lord Gwyn is. We actually came all the way back to the catacombs because I may have looked up a bit of a walkthrough for Lord Gwyn. Not really a walkthrough for Lord Gwyn, but just some facts about him. And it turns out, it's a drop off that I don't want to take. Turns out that he is actually weak to, what does this do? Well, let me explain. So, turns out he's actually weak to fire. And I already got rid of my sword that had fire damage equipped to it. And I think I don't know if I ever had a shield that had fire damage, but there is a way to enchant items in the game. I knew that. I just didn't know how to get there. So I looked up how to enchant items, and apparently there is one blacksmith called Vamos, who is supposed to be like the fire enchanting dude, and he is in the catacombs, and I never found him, but I did hear blacksmith noises when I was in with the skeleton wheelie guys, just didn't know where it was. Turns out, there's a way to get to him by jumping down here and jumping down here, and then I'm not entirely sure if I'm supposed to go this way and fall through, or go this way and mess with this lever. I already messed with that lever. So apparently I have to go all the way back and fall through. It just said, I literally just like, it said jump down there, then jump down that hole, and I was like, alright, I know what I need to know. And apparently I have no idea. Didn't even get close to what I need to know. Okay, does this drop? Can I reach it from here? Yes. Okay, so I am probably actually supposed to go this way and drop down to this hole. And then, wait, what? Where's Lord? Where's? It said, hang on. Okay, I think I got it. I think I've realized my problem. I re-looked it up, so I was supposed to go this way, and probably should, and if I'm going to look up a tutorial, I probably should watch it to the very end, but it turns out I am supposed to drop down there. Now, I think it said that I only have to roll to make it to the first platform, and then roll to the second, get green titanite shard, and I think from here, let me heal up. From here, it just said drop. Yes! And that's him. It's Vamos. Or Vamos. Assuming it's Vamos.
Be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
And now he's unlocked the way to enter through... Yes, I heard him down here. Okay, so now this way is open, and now I can talk to him, and now he can enchant my weapons.
Why, is that an ember from New Londo? And a fine ember it be. What'd he say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon.
Yes.
Yes, very well. We'll get these old bones to work.
Yeah, so now I can modify my equipment. So I can enchant with fire. However, what can do I not have a weapon that can be enchanted? Surely I can enchant like the winged spear, right? But how do I do that exactly? A shard, and then a bunch of arrows.
I'm here to smith, not to...
Okay, he really likes to smith. Why can I not? Modify equipment. If I disenchant this, no, what? Undo Ascension. Restored Magic Falcon +5 to Falcon +5. Now I can't. Now I can equip it with. Is that fire? It's a Fire Falcon. Yes. Falcon or Falcon, whatever. And then can I reinforce the Fire Falcon? Yes. So now I have a fire weapon.
Then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
So now I do have a weapon. Where is it? That has fire damage. I have to get used to using it though. Before I go try to fight Lord Quinn with it. Now.
Very cute. Could it be the flame of... I know. Old Vamos would never let...
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Is that every... So hold on. Do I have any other embers you need?
Forget about it. What has gone wrong with embers these days?
Okay. So now I can equip with the Chaos Fire. So how do I get a weapon that can take, like, ultimate fire? So if I'm gonna beat Lord Gwyn, I wanna beat him down. Beat him down hard. Do as much damage as possible, you know? Like, absolutely murder him. I don't want to be sitting around with the weakest fire weapon of all. Oh crap, oh crap. Vamos is gonna be mad I'm letting wheelie dudes into his place. Takes 2 hits. I think my long catch pulling took 1. That was also upgraded really far. I'm gonna die to these things. Vamos. Okay. So how do I get, like, the chaos, like, the ultimate fire upgrade it looked like? And how do I upgrade my shield? Did I waste all my green shards? Do I need those? Seems like I need those. I'm sure I could buy them from someone. Like, heck, I can farm souls, let me tell you. Easy. The only question is, where do I go to get the crazy fire upgrade? This entire episode is just going to be me looking up how to get the best upgrades. That's what it's going to be. And then I'm going to fight Gwyn, and one of two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to absolutely destroy him because I have, like, all the best upgrades, or it's not going to mean anything. I'm going to lose anyway. So we'll see when he gets there. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to upgrade the scythe and make a fire scythe. I don't know, I didn't want to put all the time and effort into upgrading the Gravelord's sword or the Ghostly Jagged Dagger, because I'm not entirely sure if you can even enchant those with fire, and I don't want to get that far and then find out you can't. The scythe is just a very basic weapon, it's not special in any way, so I doubt that there's any limit as to what you can do to it, as far as enchanting goes. So I'm going to use my time and energy to farm souls in order to upgrade this. Now I do still have my Titanite Catchpole equipped. It's slowing me down a little bit, but not too much. And I'm going to farm souls to both upgrade the scythe and to buy green shards that I need to upgrade its fire, to upgrade it to fire and upgrade it after it has fire enchanted to it. And once I get that far, I guess it's time to fight Gwyn. The only trouble is I don't know whether I want to go Chaos Fire or if I want to go regular fire damage. Now, Chaos Fire damage, turns out, I forgot these guys, Chaos Fire damage actually scales with the amount of humanity you have. So I can just, it maxes out at 10, I think, and I think once I have 10 humanity, it does the most damage it can possibly do. The only problem with that is, even if I use all of my resources, which includes sacrificial rings and using up all my humanities, and buying more humanities from that guy that sells them, I can probably fight Lord Gwyn 4 or 5 times with max humanity. And after that, I will, as if I don't keep, like if I die before I recover them. Now, if I keep recovering them, I'll be able to last longer, obviously. However, I'm not going to guarantee that every time, so let's go Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. So assuming that every time I die, I lose my souls, I lose my humanity, I can fight him 4 or 5 times. And I don't want that. And even if I am able to recover them, I'm going to have to waste time in the boss fight recovering them before I actually fight him. And then I'm going to have to heal. It's going to take time. He's just going to do damage to me. It's going to be terrible. So, but chaos damage is a bit more effective.
Shine give me I make.
Crystal, sure.
I make.
Is there anything else you want? You always want 2. Okay, apparently not. So I can lightning with this guy. So, reinforced weapon. Plus, it's super expensive to upgrade everything else. So Scythe only takes 200 souls. You know, not a big deal. I just have to buy. Oops, didn't mean to. I just need to buy some Titanite shards to use. How many souls do I have? 9,000. Let's do that. I have to buy green. Those are a bit more expensive, but I can buy them from him, and I can use them to upgrade my equipment. So, reinforced weapon. Let's keep going with this. Once I get Great Scythe to level 5, did I not buy enough? Okay, I bought just one too many. So Great Scythe level 5. Now I can Can I not do it? Really? Can I not? Why can't I give this? So if I can't give it lightning, does that mean I can't give it fire? Oops, I went to toggle status. I want to see what toggle split. There we go. The curve plate converted from wheat for harvesting. The max significant sharp blade. Still experience opponents throughout the survival instinct at work. Type slash. Weapon type halberd. Auxiliary effects. So if it has an auxiliary effect, does that mean it can't be enchanted? So these don't have any effects. But this can't be enchanted because it has magic damage. Attack type regular. So I need to... I guess I apparently I even need to look up a weapon that is viable for fire enchantment. Alright, so it turns out I can't enchant that with fire, I think. Okay, wait, maybe I can. So, apparently the fire... Okay. So, got a little scared there, because I couldn't give it the lightning enchantment, but it turns out that the lightning enchantment and the fire enchantment do work differently. So if I go to... I don't have it equipped anymore, but if I go to the fire Vamos, I should be able to still enchant my weapon there. Hopefully. Then after I get the Great Scythe enchanted with fire, I then have to upgrade it further using green shards, but luckily I can do that with any blacksmith, not just Vamos. Then after that I need to go back to Vamos to either upgrade it to fire plus 10 or chaos. And I don't know which way I want to go yet. I have 17 humanities. I can buy 3 easy. And then I have the sacrificial rings, which make me keep my humanities. So I might actually go chaos. But if I go fire plus 10, it's kind of an always, you don't have to worry about it thing. I don't know. I can always go fire plus 10, and if I don't feel like it's doing enough damage, I can just make a different weapon. Go all the way back and make a different weapon. And make it chaos plus 5. But I think fire plus 10 should do it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling fire plus 10, because it does have a weakness to fire. So I don't think I really have to go all the way with making it chaos. Wasn't even where we're going to talk about those things. So I think I should be fine. And I will hopefully meet back with you in front of the Lord Gwyn boss fight with an enchanted scythe with fire plus 5. And I will see you guys then. Alright, welcome back. I spent the last hour farming souls to get this scythe to fire plus 10. I also equipped the Black Knight shield, which has a 95% fire damage reduction rather than I think 70 of the other one. Yeah, 75. I also have the Pyromancy Flame equipped. I don't know if I'm going to use it in the actual fight, but he's weak to fire, might as well have all my options open. I upgraded all of my armor to, except for my helmet. I upgraded my hands and my legs to +5 and my chest to +6. And I equipped a Firestone ring because, why wouldn't you? And Ring of Favor and Protection that I've been wearing the entire game. Now, another thing I want to do is see if I have any leftover fire bombs. Yes. Inflicting fire damage. I might go buy more of these if I don't win this next fight. But I am geared to the teeth for this fight. I have a +10 fire damage weapon. I have a Black Knight shield with the most fire damage reduction out of all the shields I have, I think. I upgraded all my armor. I could be wearing some more flame resistant armor, however I don't know how much of his attacks, how much physical damage is inflicted versus fire damage. I'm sure it's mostly fire damage, but I think the armor I'm wearing will be good. I wasn't getting one shot, so that should work fine. And look how many... Oh, these guys don't really care about fire. I should probably use my magic. I guess I'll kill this guy with this one because I'm already fighting him. I don't want to die just trying to switch weapons. It doesn't take that much endurance to use either. Oh, I thought I could parry him. Should probably use my magic weapon to get through the Black Knights. Just because it seems to do more damage to them. Hopefully, this will be a bit more, the damage this does will be more impactful on Gwyn. Because the last thing I want is to go through all of that trouble of farming souls and buying green shards to upgrade. Because green shards are like 5,000 souls apiece, and I didn't have enough to upgrade it all the way. So it took me forever to farm enough souls for that. I did waste some time as well. I bought a few too many green shards because I thought I had to upgrade my shield. I could enchant my shield with fire damage, but I don't think I can. Well, I can enchant it for fire... Whoops, hit my mic. I can enchant it for fire damage, but I don't know if I can enchant it for fire defense. Oh, never mind. The fire scythe actually did almost equivalent damage to the magic. To the catch pole. I was just too used to fighting enemies that died in like 2 or 3 hits with my catch pole. Oops. There we go. And we continue on. Now, this, I am pretty sure... The reason I put so much effort into getting like the best weapon and everything is because I don't want to spend too long on this fight. because I'm pretty sure this is the last fight. I mean, this has been... By the way, farming souls to get the fire scythe, I felt like Rocky. I was training, like, fighting enemies and to get the best weapon. It had it's really cool, like, training to fight the final boss and, like, overcome the final thing vibe to it. I'm gonna fight this dude over here on solid ground. But it's time to finish this after I defeat all of these Black Knights. I think these are Black Knights. It could be Silver. Yeah, these are Black Knights. I can tell by the shield. I think I was calling the Silver Knights I was fighting before Black Knights. But I think it's actually the guys in here are Black Knights, and the guys in, I think, the Orlando Castle were Silver Knights. Just slight differences. Their shield has... The Black Knight shield has 95 fire resistance versus this 75 of the Silver Knight shield. So these guys are a bit better. And I was wearing the symbol of avarice, and the covetous serpent ring didn't, the covetous serpent ring is supposed to help because you can pick up items and you can feed them to the snake for souls, but I never had to do that. I didn't need items. I didn't need souls like that badly where every little 100 counted. So I just used the symbol of avarice to get more souls per kill. I picked up some items too, but I didn't sell them. I probably still have them in my inventory. I probably shouldn't have used all of my souls to level up. I probably should have used them to buy items that I needed, because I was just thinking, if enough health can overcome anything, kind of brute force it. But now I'm actually going to have to play with a bit of strategy. I still don't know what kind of strategy. Oh, I still have the... No, I equipped the fire ring. Yeah. For a second I thought that I still had the covetous serpent ring, and that's why I was dropping an item. But I'm not too worried, like... Yeah, I used 4 Estus flasks, but I don't really get a chance to heal during this fight, so I don't think that's going to slow me down too much. But, let's get the final fight. I hope this is the final fight. I don't know how much longer I can go. But the final fight. And the music in this fight is amazing. Because it's not... This fight isn't supposed to be a... It doesn't do crazy amounts of damage. It does enough, though. It does enough. But the feeling of this fight, it's not going for like a... Oh, it's the final countdown, like, crazy music blaring. It's going for like a solemn... This is the end. This is what you're... I always miss the triple. This is what, like, all of your trials have come to this final one. And the music is really nailing that feeling. He's gonna grab me. No, that's death. No, I'm still alive. I don't know if this fire scythe I should have healed. I don't know why I decided to attack at that point. I need to find... Luckily, this shield... Nope, didn't have enough time to heal. So, I did a bit better. Not as much. I think the scythe actually attacks faster, and that gives me a bit more time to attack and do more damage. However, I think that he does just a little too much damage to me. Let's see if I have anything better. This has 21 fire resistance. This also has 21. This is 51. That's heavy armor. That's gonna slow me down. Gold-hemmed black cloak. There's no way that is heavy, and it's 50 fire resistance. At least I think I'm reading that right. Whoops. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. That looks like... Yeah, that's the fire damage icon. So, that has a lot of fire resistance. Gold-hemmed, yes. So the gold-hemmed stuff has a ton of fire resistance. Do I have a helmet with a lot of fire resistance? Yes, gold-hemmed black hood. Dude, I look like a reaper. This is awesome. I'm so glad I chose the scythe. Okay, here we go. You just have to block that. You can't get past that. Just jump around. 1, 2, go for a 3. If I keep backing up, I can not get hit by the 3. Which is good. Yes, this does block more damage. That's awesome. That is what I need right now. So now it's just a matter of, did you cut that pillar? Or was that always, why did I heal? I didn't have such low health. He barely did any damage. Well, compared to what he was doing before. But now I actually have, I can take enough of his hits to where I'm not constantly trying to heal. It does a lot of damage still, you know. Can't really get past that. It's just that he doesn't do crazy amounts anymore. But he still outdoes my healing. So stopping to heal when he's going to hit me is not the best idea. Keep my shield in time for him. One more hit and I'm dead. Please don't do it. Between him and a pillar, please. Good. Okay, so that hit. His attacks blow through my endurance. Grab. Ouch. I mean, yes, I understand the difficulty. And I'm probably not... I think I actually out-healed his damage there. I think I just need to pick him off. Pick piece by piece. His little 4 times combo is too much. It eats all of my endurance just to block it. And then he can recover too fast. Like that. The problem with Gwyn is definitely his speed. If he didn't attack as fast as he did, he wouldn't be as hard of a boss. For sure. But I guess, you know, final boss, you do have to make them a crazy challenge. But now, I mean, I'm actually lasting a lot longer while I'm not doing... Well, the thing is lasting is all I'm doing. I'm not doing any damage back to him. Not enough, at least. How did that miss? His reach is also insane. He recovers faster than I do from his attacks, versus me being my endurance going all the way down. And that just makes him a crazy difficult guy to fight. Like, right there. I was healing, I didn't have time, even after his grab I didn't have time to put my shield up. And unlike other bosses, he doesn't do those weird combos where he'll keep attacking even if you're out of his range. I just got caught in the corner there. I need to figure out his timing so that I can try to parry him. Yes, a crazy idea, I know. But if I can get the timing down, hopefully. I don't even know. Can you parry Lord Gwyn? I'm assuming you can. He's just a guy. He's not some giant monster. I mean, I'm assuming you can. We're gonna go over these something that you can parry him. And I'm gonna see if I can get those parries in, because those count for critical hits. So those should do a ton of damage. Enough, at least, to kill him. If I can live it long enough, and if I can get the timing down. The only problem is missing a parry would be detrimental. It would probably destroy me. But the only problem is that last time I was fighting him, I was literally just like every time I could have had, I took enough damage. I took so much damage that every time he gave me a chance to hit him, I had to take it to heal, otherwise I would die, rather than taking the chance to do damage. So I need to change up my tactics somehow. Otherwise, it's just going to be a never-ending boss fight. I'm not gonna try to parry this attack. That's a slash. I think you can only parry like straightforward strikes. So he does a little strike thing. Nope. Yeah, see, I think I can parry that when he does that straight strike. Straight strike. But when he tries to like do a slash attack, I don't think I can parry that. Like that. I can't parry that. There's no way. But here, yes! Oh, yes, that does damage. Awesome. Great for me. So we have to wait for him to do that straight attack. Like, that's not it. Time it. Oh, I did it again. Yes, he did the jump. Oh, this is, dude, this is how you do it. I'm sure somewhere there's a guide that says, parry him a bunch, he's super easy when you do that. And I'm just sitting over here trying to tank him with fire damaging. Oh, he's less than half. Oh, I can't parry that, I can't. Or I don't know the timing on how to. I can feel it. Yes! Oh! That's actually super easy to parry. There has to be a guide somewhere that just said, oh, parry him. Just push him. It's super easy. Just got parry a strike attack. Oops. Don't die here. Don't die here. I hope that parrying him, I actually have the timing down. I'm not just getting uber lucky. Because if I die here, I'm never going to have a chance like this. If I'm just getting lucky. Heal. Let me get full health, please. I'm just trying to bide my time to where I can get full health. Okay, he missed. Good. This should be enough. Oh, I didn't even push a button. Okay, I do out heal that bit of damage, except when he follows it up with a little thing. Leave me alone, Mr. Gwyn. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. Don't kick me. Okay, luckily that didn't break through my shield. Don't attack, don't attack, don't heal. Okay, don't attack, don't attack, don't attack. Okay, good, good. He didn't do enough damage. So now we're full health, and now we have another chance to try to do that parry attack. When he does this charge right here. Yes! Is that it? Oh, that's it, that's game. It's the same thing with the Grave Lord. You just have to figure out what his weakness is. What is it that kills him? And Grave Lord's just playing around him. Lord Gwyn's just parrying him. Oh, I defeated Lord Gwyn. Gwyn, Lord of Gwyn, Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. I can't think of a cooler title right now. Oh, jeez. And Link the Fire. Oh, does that mean I have, like, the powers of Lord Gwyn? or I don't know the lore. Was Lord Gwyn a good guy trying to link the fire, or was he like trying to stop the fire from being linked so that only he had it? I'm gonna have to look all this up because as far as Dark Souls lore goes, I am completely lost as to what is, you know, like who's a good guy, who's a bad guy, who's like going crazy. Oh, Dark Souls TM. Oh man, that is a very satisfying ending to that game. Just, I already mentioned the music, but just the way that they weren't trying to make the final boss battle into when they obviously this game wasn't made to be the feeling of like shoot 'em up where it's like, oh, you know, hype music playing 24/7, heavy metal, going from boss to boss to boss, just destroying them. You're the most powerful being in the universe. The feeling that this game was coming across was obviously it's supposed to be like like things are difficult, life is hard, not life, but like these battles are hard, they're challenging, and nearly every boss, some of them were a bit of pushovers like Pinwheel, and some of the earlier bosses were just kind of there to show you how boss fights work, but it was like every boss fight had a challenge in some way. And then Lord Gwyn was obviously the final challenge. And rather than making it, you know, super upbeat, like I was saying with the music, it was a very solemn, like, this is it. This is what your challenges has led up to. This is what you're working towards. This is, you know, what you've been working all your souls up to level up. You've been grinding your weapons. If you did like I did and you had to grind for that level 10 fire weapon to try to do better, this is the thing that you've been working for. This is the end. And it's almost like it's supposed to be taken solemnly as a, you know, you did your job rather than a crazy last hurrah kind of fight. And I do like it. I do like the way they did that. Oh, I'm honest. It's a great game. You know, no one's gonna argue that some people might argue that Dark Souls isn't a good game, but Dark Souls, for people who would enjoy challenges, is obviously a great game. It's almost a classic. I don't know if I'm pretty sure Demon Souls probably takes the classic title over Dark Souls, but it's doesn't mean I'm not glad it's over. 'Cause gosh, that game it's hard. It's infuriating at times. Because the one thing about Dark Souls that makes me both hate it and love it at the same time is no matter how geared you get, how leveled up you are, everything in the game can kill you. And it's either because it gets a straight hit, or it like groups up on you. Because even when I was level 71, grinding, trying to get weapons to defeat the final boss, Lord Gwyn, I went to the catacombs and I nearly died because I wasn't paying attention, and like 5 skeletons just swarmed me and just kept hitting me. And if it wasn't for the fact that I could one-shot them with my magic catch pole, they got me down to pretty low while I was grinding, and I almost died. And that's one thing that makes this game both awesome and terrible at the same time. Because in other games, if you have to go back to an early level or an early like section of the game, you know, it's like, oh, whatever, like you insta-kill the monsters, you go about your way, you're not really worried about fighting things. But in this game, if you don't watch your back, anything can kill you. And that's just the joy and the curse of playing it. Oh, I think I've had my annual dose of Dark Souls at this point. It took me way too long to beat this game. I haven't seen people speedrun it, but I've heard people speedrun it in, 2 hours? Probably less than that, which is, I think, insane. And when this is all over, I'm going to check how many hours I poured into this game to try to beat it. The cost of being bad at games is that it takes a lot longer to beat them. And another question this raises is, what game am I going to play next? Obviously I could go along with the series and play Dark Souls 2, but like I said, I think I've had my annual dose of Dark Souls. Oh, this is the new game plus, it's restarting.
Yes, indeed. The
Or
dark
is it?
sign brands the undead.
Is it?
And in this land,
I can't remember if this is what it said.
the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Surely this is just repeating the same thing in the beginning, right?
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
Yeah, this is just, it's just repeating. There's me. Wearing my robes I used to kill Lord Gwen.
Is your fate.
Lord Gwyn, not Gwen. Now, I know New Game Plus and Dark Souls 2 added more enemies. I wonder if it just made the enemies harder in Dark Souls 1. I never got to New Game Plus in any of the Dark Souls. I've beaten Dark Souls 2, but I never decided to go on a New Game Plus, because I was like, you know, I beat it. And I wanted to try a different character rather than a mage setup. And I could have, you know, redone it and just leveled it up differently. But I decided just to start a new game. So I still have all of my items besides, you know, quest items like keys, I'm assuming. Yeah. Let's go ahead and, I still like, surely, yeah, those guys just insta-die. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get to the first bonfire. And then I'm gonna exit the game and see how many hours I've actually been playing for. Because I'm curious. Because it's felt like days. At least, of this game. Okay. So I have all my old gear. This game uses an autosave function. Yeah, it does. Memory unit. I get through all the loaded screens. I'm still part of that, the Gravelord cult. Don't know, I know it's online play and I'm supposed to be, like, infecting, excuse me, either infecting people's worlds with wraiths or something like that. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. So load game. 42 hours. In 48 minutes, so about 43 hours. 5 hours short of 2 entire days of playtime. Which shows how absolutely awful I am at this game, considering people can beat it in under 2 hours. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Also, I will probably have, in the top right corner of this video, a selection to vote on some of the games that I have, you know, maybe 3 or 4 options, so you can vote on the next game I play, you know, game that gets the most votes is the game I play next. If they're even, or if no one votes, then I'll just, you know, pick whatever game I feel like playing, and I'll play that one next. Probably a game that's a little less, gruesome and challenging as this game. But, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next game.